Recently, Wizards of the Coast had an announcement of the release of the Ghosts of Saltmarsh, coming to games and bookstores everywhere May 21st. I saw it only appropriate to review the materials that Wizards is converting to 5th edition. Here we go. The Ghosts of Saltmarsh will combine the trilogy of the U-Series modules, The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, Danger of Dunwater, and The Final Enemy. These were designed for players level 1 through 5, and were written by David J. Brown and Don Turnbull, with cover art by DeLue. Published respectively in 1981, 82, and 83, all revolving around a fishing port town of Saltmarsh and its surrounding areas. Set in Greyhawk along the coast of the Azure Sea near the Hoole Marshes. Also included in this anthology are the nautical theme adventures from the issues of Dragon magazine. From issue number 34, The Isle of Abbey, written by Randy Maxwell, designed for levels 1 through 3. From issue 123, Salvage Operation, written by Mike Morrells, designed for levels 1 through 5. From issue number 106, Tamarat's Fate, written by Greg A. Vaughn, designed for level 6. And finally from issue number 121, The Styles, written by Richard Pete, from mid-levels 6 through 12. Personally, I haven't read or watched any of the videos out there on the pre-release reviews of the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. This way, all my materials are fresh and my own. Although I did read the product review that is on Wizards of the Coast website. I have a feeling the Wizards of the Coast will be level scaling most of this content to their advertised curve of levels 1 through 12. With all 5e conversions, I know this is to introduce the loved content from the past 40 years to the new players that might not have access to the printed modules or the copies of Dungeon Magazine. I will not be doing any spoilers, and this is going to be an honest take of the content that I love and enjoy. Before I take a trip down nostalgia lane, I'll start with U1, The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. In this 32-page, 2-chapter module, we start out where our heroes are sent to the quiet township of Saltmarsh. They boldly put the plot hook on the cover of this adventure. It reads, "Desolate and abandoned, the evil alchemist mansion stands alone on a hill, looking outward toward the sea. Mysterious lights and ghostly hauntings frighten the people of Saltmarsh. Despite rumors of a fabulous forgotten treasure, what is the sinister secret?" Inside, we have the typical 2-story hillside manor that's overlooking the ocean, covered in dust, trash, and a creaky staircase, and some skeletal remains inside. Beneath the house, we find an old alchemy lab. It also looks to be an open cave system that leads out to sea, that someone has been occupying and using for storage. It is the smugglers. To me, this sounds like something of a Hitchcock novel to build up tension. In Chapter 2, our heroes must board and commandeer the smuggler ship, which is anchored off the coast. Here our heroes discover the smugglers have been supplying the local lizardmen with arms. Which leads us into U2, The Danger of Dunwater. This cover also has the plot hook. It reads, "The little fishing town of Saltmarsh is threatened. Why are lizardmen gathering forces nearby? And why have they been buying large quantities of weapons?" Wow. A party of bold adventurers must answer these questions, or the people of Saltmarsh will never live in peace. Another great plot hook. In this 32-page adventure, our heroes are promised a sizable amount of gold and must travel some 30 miles into the Hoole Marsh to the lizardmen's lair to stop their attack on Saltmarsh. As our heroes progress through the lair of the lizardmen, they quickly discover who the real threat is. Now this leads you into U3, The Final Enemy, and again another great plot hook on the cover. At last, an opportunity to avert threat to the little town of Saltmarsh. The real enemies have been identified. Evil, cruel creatures, mass in force, and viciously organized. Can the brave adventurers thwart this evil and ensure the safety of Saltmarsh? In this 48-page wrap-up module, our heroes are sent to an intelligence gathering mission and finally come face to face in this nearly 2/3 played underwater adventure with fish-like humanoids called Sagan. Our heroes quickly start to see the darker side of adventuring in D&D world. When our heroes finally return to Saltmarsh, they get their hero's welcome. Thanks for watching part 1 of my review. Next, I'll be getting into the Dungeon Magazine adventures that are in these pages. Until next time, catch you later.